I am so humbled to receive this award, and I'd like to offer a note of thanks to our wonderful commentator, the narrator for the award, my friend Billy Cowsey, but also Sean Morton of the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. Wherever you fellas are, the lights are bright here, so I can't see you. But Billy and Sean have been amazing in responding to so many requests for information on the Gulf oil spill in these last disastrous, terrible 50 days. And I could not ask for two better stewards of our ocean life. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Sean. Thank you to all the great folks of the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. And how wonderful to receive this award with my great friend, my colleague, Congresswoman Lois Capps, somewhere over there. Thank you, Lois. You know, in a time of partisan politics and partisan bickering and so many divisions, my collaboration with Lois and with all of the members of our caucus represents how members of Congress really are able to come together on a common goal and a common vision and come from different political perspectives, different sides of the aisle, different areas of the United States, from one coast to the other. But we come together on issues that are of great importance to our community and indeed to our nation. So for more than 4 years, as you've heard, Lois and I have had the privilege of co-chairing in a very peaceful way the National Marine Sanctuary Caucus. So it is possible to get along. And while we are a small number in our caucus, we are promoted to a very basic principle which binds us, and that's promoting the importance of the National Marine Sanctuaries. Our passion for this issue cannot be overstated. As the crisis in my back door in the Gulf of Mexico continues to devastate our fisheries, our wetlands, our wildlife, our marshes, our coastal economies, we must be ever vigilant to push for even greater and stronger support for marine sanctuary programs. That is a bipartisan approach we can all get behind. And sadly, according to the most recent analysis by one of our local universities in Florida, the University of Central Florida, this oil rig disaster will cost Florida's economy $2.2 billion and almost 40,000 jobs in the tourism and fishing industries. And this analysis does not even begin to cover the long-term impact of damaged seagrass beds, mangroves, coral reefs, living organisms that are going to be forever damaged. In my congressional district, staff from the Florida Keys Sanctuary, they're working full-time to protect our underwater treasures from the damage of crude oil and the disbursements that, as we know, are could end up being quite toxic indeed. And their task is far from easy, but the families and the small businesses who depend on our pristine waters for their economic livelihood demand that the federal government and BP take more forceful, more immediate action. And earlier this evening, as you heard, the House of Representatives passed my resolution honoring the legacy of a tremendous pioneer in ocean exploration and conservation, Jacques-Yves Cousteau. And I know that his family members are here today. If they could stand, unless they've already been recognized. Thank you so much. They are, they practically live in my congressional district. And as you know, Captain Cousteau's legacy reminds us all that oceans, well, they're a complex and vital resource that must be managed, preserved, and always taken care of, something that cannot be taken for granted. I'm very proud to have with me my baby daughter, Patty, who's already 22 years old. And this younger generation, they understand how important it is to preserve the ocean life, how important it is to preserve our environment. And as a first-time grandmother, not from Patty, but I understand now more than ever the need to preserve our precious resources so that future generations can enjoy all of the wonders beneath the water's surface. And this wonderful recognition tonight will inspire me to even get more involved and help with making this dream come true for my baby granddaughter. Muchísimas gracias, muy agradecida. Thank you so much.